that existed here. And as you can see, it's really freaking hot today. It's like 37 Celsius, FYI, just to let you know. But yeah, this is the old Edison theater that was renovated this year. So, and yeah, so finally there's some kind of a theater, old classic theater going on in my hometown of Karlovac. It's kind of about time that they renovated, but the entire city is under construction, as you can see. So yeah, this is the Kino Edison that's been nicely renovated, thank God. So that's one thing. However, a lot of other stuff is still, yeah. And then, of course, you have the church that's being renovated. The Trojstvo, Holy Trinity Church, that one. The old gazebo, I guess you could call it, the old kind of a thing. And of course, so yeah, the old church is being renovated. That is in the works. So yeah, it's quite a bit of stuff being renovated right here, and including my own place, which is right now. But here it shows the star, or the original construction of the dungeon city of Karlovac, the 6-star fortress city. But anyway, so yeah, climate change or not, pretty much is, because we're getting heat continuously in Europe in places that weren't as hot. I mean, Belgrade, which is, it's not Mediterranean, I mean, it's continental, has gotten to like 40 degrees. I think Mostar, okay, that's a little bit more closer to Mediterranean, but yesterday it got to 43 degrees Celsius. Might have been a record. So I mean, you're getting things here that are, so here's Cohiba, another bar I go to, closed because a guy my age who owns the place went for vacation. So yeah, good for him. You need a little bit of vacation on this extreme heat. It is annoying. Then you have, here's Karlovac, or Hemingway technically. It's used to be the old city cafe that was bought up by here, and usually I go for my morning cappuccino right here. So everything, as you can see, is being under construction. The entire city is everything is being dug up, partially European Union, and yeah, the whole thing is just being dug up. It's kind of insane. Yeah, so let's see. There we go. So it's like this pretty much all the for the last. So the entire city is being dug up, and yeah, so there's the old leftovers of the old ducts where the water would be in this 6-star formation. Oh, here is little pavilion, le pavilion of the old city of Karlovac stuff that you see here. So interesting thing out in the open. You can actually sit down, kind of like sit down here and show it up. There you go. Nice little touch. I dig it. Oh, like an old living room, kitchen. Interesting. I dig. I definitely dig. I likes it. And then, so the entire city of Karlovac, my hometown of Karlovac, is being dug up completely. They're renovating everything, you know, from the sewers, streets, from old foundations back to, you know, almost 30 years ago from the war. A lot of the stuff that hasn't been really touched or renovated for practically 30 years is finally being done. So okay, I guess that's some good news. And then okay. And then we have, it's the Karlstadt Hotel here, and this is for, we have coffee, kind of construction there, typical Karlovac looking houses. It is interesting. And the cool thing about Europe is that walkers, pedestrians have the right of way. So a little different than US, where you have to watch out for the cars that don't look left or right. And then there's another cafe bar. Yeah, it's interesting, and a lot of stuff. We're walking towards the river Kupa, which is one of the 4 rivers. And by the way, we were talking about the sacral, religious sacraments, churches, synagogues, mosques that were destroyed by communists. And so like for instance, let's say, here's another example. So we were talking about the church of Čirila in Metoda that was destroyed in 1951-52. So here, where this not exactly pretty skyscraper, kind of ugly, stands, was another. This is a synagogue destroyed. Let's see, what year? 1959 to 1960. So it was leveled by 1960. So there was a thing about communists just had this agenda in the 50s to annihilate anything religious. So what fascists didn't rob, fascists robbed it first, and then communists put a nail in the coffin by just completely annihilating the entire thing. But this is the unfortunate truth of how war. And then unfortunately total disrespect for culture, tradition. I don't care if you're an atheist or not. I don't care if you believe in this God or that God or whatever, Catholic, Orthodox, Muslim, Jewish, you name it. I mean, you don't frickin' destroy artifacts, I hate that shit. But anyways, that was the unfortunate case. So here is the other, the 4th river, or some call it the 1st. Here you have in the background there, you can barely see it, kind of covering the old castle of Dubovac, which was built, 13th century, something like that. And then you have the river Kupa. The river Kupa divides, technically it's actually a geographical border between Central Europe, which is that direction, and the Balkan or Southeast Europe, or the Balkan Peninsula that starts from here. So technically we are on the Balkan side. But this is actually the geographic border between Central Europe, and there's some geological formations that actually kind of prove this to be a factor, because it's everybody are in bathing suits, and as it is hot. But some old leftovers of the old dungeon, the old fortress, Karlovac 6-point star fortress. It's left over here, and it goes around. But so this was the leftover remains. But yeah, that's my hometown now, or what's left of it. A lot of interesting factors. And then we have, and let's see. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the city is, parts of it were still left over, kind of destroyed from the war, and parts are just kind of left out to, so luckily ever since, well, I mean, European Union for the last 11 years, but ever since really Schengen zone and Eurozone for the last 2 years, there have been actually at least some attempts to kind of renovate a lot of it, which is good. But yeah, so just some things about my hometown walking through, and yeah, I was talking about Nikola Tesla yesterday a little bit, going through it. Finally, they put a plaque and recognition for Nikola Tesla. Hopefully, they do the same. Hopefully, they do the same here. You know, for stuff like that. Also, cathedral church that was annihilated, and hopefully that actually changes. So it's kind of about time. But anyways, that's that for Karlovac.